The Ballon d'Or is the most controversial award in football. Simply put, because of this man, calm down. I'm just kidding. If you search Google right now for what it takes to win the Ballon d'Or, the answer in short will be exceptional individual performance, major team trophies, and fair play. But if you really know football, you know that isn't always the case. This year's award will stir up controversy once again, but this time, the decision is truly tough. Is winning the World Cup at just 19 years old the deciding factor? Or is it winning the Bundesliga and scoring 73 goals in 63 matches? What about scoring 42 goals with the best team in the world and becoming the all-time top scorer in World Cup history? All right, what about simply being the best player in the best team this year? In short, any of them could win the Ballon d'Or. But unfortunately for them, only one will raise the golden ball on October 26th. If the award were truly given to the best player of the year, that would be one thing. But it isn't, because the Ballon d'Or simply makes no sense. So, let's look at the 5 arguments, starting with number 1, Harry Kane. Many articles and rankings consider Kane the top favorite. He scored the second highest number of goals in a single season, right behind prime Messi's record. He won the league and the DFB Pokal, which Bayern hadn't won in 5 years, somehow. Plus, alongside Bellingham, he led his national team to the World Cup semifinals by scoring 6 goals. And yes, he missed out on the Champions League and the World Cup. But that exact same scenario applies to 41 out of the 69 Ballon d'Or winners. In fact, if we go down the rabbit hole a bit, 11 of them never won those titles in their entire careers. We even saw Modric take home the Ballon d'Or in 2018 after reaching the World Cup final. He didn't lift the trophy, but he did win the Champions League. Either way, Harry Kane has team success, an iconic individual performance, and an impactful international run. He is the closest thing to perfection this season. Let's look at the second candidate, the best performance in the World Cup after Messi, and a fantastic season with Real Madrid, Kylian Mbappé. Write this down. He scored the most goals in La Liga, the most goals in the World Cup, and the most goals in the Champions League. It's almost like people forgot he is a world-class player, even though all the numbers back it up too. But his reputation was in the gutter, mostly due to off-pitch issues with his Real Madrid teammates and a fan base that was anxious and impatient. Mbappé shined with France, which helped his case a lot. It's not like they were knocked out in the group stage or anything. They lost to the eventual champions, Spain, in the semifinals. Is that enough? Who knows? But in my opinion, yes. With his reputation recovering a bit and a series of performances that are impossible to ignore, he definitely has a strong case this season. Next up, we've got the prince wearing the crown, the player who won the World Cup just a week after turning 19, the kid with the golden touch, Lamine Yamal. Winning the World Cup puts you miles ahead in the race. Out of the 17 Ballon d'Or winners in World Cup years, 7 of them actually won the tournament. And if you check France Football's revised list, which included players worldwide before 1995, that number jumps to 12. On top of that, his individual performance with Barcelona was nothing short of unreal. So what's holding Lamine Yamal back? Well, his teammate Rodri won the World Cup too, and he's right there in the race this year. But Yamal is a stat monster because he directly shapes the final score, even if his pure goal count isn't super high. At the end of the day, the Ballon d'Or is a narrative-based award. The fact that he's doing all this as a teenager makes it way more exciting, which builds a massive case for him. His passing on the pitch is lethal, but is there someone who does it even better? Maybe. And that brings us to the next man on our list, Ousmane Dembélé. His Ballon d'Or claim this year might be the ultimate example of individual brilliance mixed with team success. He played a huge role in PSG winning back-to-back Champions League titles, becoming the first player in the modern era of the tournament to score in every single round on the way to the trophy. Even though he was the best player in Ligue 1 this season, Dembélé's case isn't just about flashy individual stats. He was the focal point of the attack for a team that won the most prestigious trophy in club football, dropping big goals and clutch performances all through the Champions League run. Him and his teammate Kvaratskhelia proved exactly why they're the best wing duo around during this season's epic battle against Bayern Munich. He racked up 33 goal contributions in 40 games for his club, plus a hat trick at the World Cup. Though he claimed that wasn't even his best game, he felt he played better against Senegal because he was way more effective. Looking at his heat map, he's all over every inch of the pitch, running non-stop and always working for the team. The crazy thing when he's on the ball is that you never know what he's going to do next because he's completely two-footed. He mostly dribbles with his left foot, but he takes penalties with his right because he thinks he shoots better with it. His dribbling lights up the match, especially those fake shots. That's what makes defenders terrified to face him 1v1. So, will he win a second consecutive Ballon d'Or just like he did with Big Ears? Maybe, but if he does, it's going to be historic. Moving on to the other World Cup winner in our top 5. Rodri, as the only other player on this list holding a Ballon d'Or, his credentials speak for themselves. He is the heartbeat and controlling force behind some of the best teams in world football, driving a domestic double with the FA Cup and Carabao Cup alongside that pivotal World Cup triumph. His skill set makes him arguably the most complete midfielder in the race. Tempo and possession, unmatched ability to dictate the pace of a game and completely dominate possession, defensive stability, a rock-solid shield for both Manchester City and Spain. Resilience, returning from a torn ACL to remain absolutely instrumental to his club's and country's success. Rodri is undoubtedly one of the finest modern-day defensive midfielders we have ever witnessed. While a lack of playing time due to injury might be the only real hurdle in his path, his brilliance when on the pitch, especially highlighted by his masterclass at the World Cup, fully solidifies his status as a true Ballon d'Or level player. Is that it? No, definitely not. There are other players I didn't mention, like Haaland, Olise, Pedri, Messi, Jude, Diaz, Kvaratskhelia, Vitinha, and so on. Any of these guys could have been in our top 5, but the ones I chose simply have the best chance. In my opinion, it comes down to one of those 5 players. Who actually wins completely depends on what you value most. If you value goals, there's Harry Kane. If you value showing up every single game for both club and country, there's Mbappé. If you value age, there's a teenager writing his name in gold, Lamine. If you value individual and team creativity, plus winning the UCL, there's Dembélé. And if you value the secret ingredient of a world-class team, there's Rodri. So, who wins? Predicting it is almost impossible because we never know what the voting journalists are thinking. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit that subscribe button and leave your thoughts in the comments below.